Your boy was in a rut. It was L after L. I was catching fucking hands like it was nobody's business. And you know what? I was tilted. I was so tilted, I went to fucking bed. That's how angry I was, right? And I woke up like 10 hours later and I was still pissed. That's how much Master Duel got to me over the last sort of few hours of playing. And you know what? This is the deck that fixed it. I was going in with Branded. I was going in with Venodium. I was going in with a fucking Scareclaw. I was going in with these powerful decks, right? And I was getting my face kicked in left, right, and center. It was not a fun time. I was starting to sit back. I was figuring, I washed up, like what's happening here? And then we just said, you know what? Let's get real. We pulled out the Dinos and we absolutely minced the rank ladder. It was a lot of fun. I had like, this deck is so strong. It's so good in so many ways. There's so many things about it I love. This is basically identical to our last list that we put up very recently. It's just everything about this list is just so good, right? I mean, we have plays through Maxi. We don't really lose to Ash Blossom in any significant manner. We have so many different 2-card combos that we can open up and go along with. Some of the changes that I made to the list were, I finally dropped the Diplos. Fuck Diplos. I finally dropped it. I'm done with Diplos. It's not a real card. We're just sticking to Pharesia. I dropped the Giant Rex as well. I feel like Giant Rex is pretty win more in a lot of situations. I think the combo is very self-contained and it is in and of itself sufficient to meet your needs. So you could definitely play like a Giant Rex if you wanted to. It's useful in certain situations, don't get me wrong, but with Dinos and what I've been trying to do with Dinos is I'm trying to make it as concise and effective and efficient as I possibly can. And this is definitely moving in the right direction. So I've got a bunch of games lined up here. I think it's 3 replays lined up with some of just the devastation that we were able to ring upon people on the Diamond Ladder here on our way up to Master. I'm going to go through the deck very briefly at the end. We already have done a detailed deck breakdown on this, so I'm only going to talk very briefly about it at the end. But do stick around to watch the gameplay. I might, depending on how long the replays take, I might slide in a wee live game or two. So we'll see how that one plays out. But nonetheless, let's get in to replay number 1. This was actually the first duel we had in the play session. Now I know what you're thinking. You're looking at this hand and you're thinking to yourself, this doesn't look all that good. Well, you're going to see. So we're going to ash that Branded Fusion, of course. Fuck Branded Fusion. Get that shit out of here. Can't imagine playing Branded. And then they set 3 pass. Okay, so I'm thinking Lab. I like Branded Lab or some fuck shit, right? We draw in the Petite Pteranodon, which opens a couple of doors. We're going to pop the Petite Pteranodon to grab ourselves a double evolution pill directly from deck to hand. Petite Pteranodon then going to special summon from the deck. Now, normally when they get hit with a Maxi here, we go Pharesia, but given that we already have the Frenzy and shit in hand, we're actually going to grab a Miscellaneousaurus off of our Overraptor just because it's going to be useful. We're going to banish 2 from grave. We're going to summon out our ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Now we're going to go into the battle phase 35 and 18. 35 because you can't attack with the monster you summon off the Pteranodon. Then we get hit with Super Poly into Garura, the Resonant Wings of Life. Now that is a pretty bad time for us. So they're going to go in main phase 1 here. Tillamook's Rhino Heart going to flip up. We're going to go for Frenzy now. Frenzy being met with the second Maxi of the game. 2 Maxis. Dose. That is, again, rather unfortunate, but I'm not going to let it slow us down. We're going to go Kentragina here in the face of this Tillamook Rhino Heart. They're going to send a Havness to grave. That's totally fine. Havness going to activate the Fusion Summon. We're going to go Kentragina's effect to halve our life points, banishing the Frenzy from the graveyard to conduct an additional Fusion Summon, sending 2 more monsters to the grave to summon out our Rexsturm. Rexsturm, the big bad boss of Dinomorphia, is going to control the field by stopping him from activating the effects of monsters with more attack than my life. Flipping up Tillamook Scream here and Tillamook Heartbeats, trying to get rid of our Brute. That's going to give us an opportunity to activate Dinomorphia Brute. We're going to use it to pop Kentragina and the Tillamook Scream that would otherwise have been a problem. Now they're going to use Scream to grab the trap from the deck. Now the trap they're going to grab is a bit of an issue. That is Tillamook's Sulliek. We're going to bring back Pharesia from our graveyard thanks to our Kentragina. We don't really have anything useful to grab off of it. I'm pretty sure at this stage, yeah, no, we just set another Frenzy. They're going to set 2. They're going to go in the battle phase, taking out the Pharesia, and then ending their turn. They only have 4,500 life points here, so this is an interesting opportunity for us to try and press lethal. Drawing into the baby again. We're going to summon the baby. We're going to pop the baby. In response, he goes for a 3rd Maxi of the game. That is 3. That is a lot of drawing cards, my friend. That's not good for me. Not good for my mental health. We're going to bring back Converged from the graveyard because, and you're going to see why, we're going to go into another Soul-Eating Oviraptor here. Sulliek being flipped face up. Now we can use the Converged that we just summoned. Banishing Brute from the graveyard. We're going to pop that Sulliek, but unfortunately, he has the Telement Crime as well. He has the counter trap. He has the continuous trap. He's got 3 maxis. Super Poly. When am I going to catch up, Rick? I'm going to send the Kikalos to the graveyard to get milling. We're going to search our deck for the ultimate conductor. I decide it's time. We're done fucking around, but our opponent has made that very same decision. We're going to go for Miscellaneousaurus here. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like annoyed about the way that I did this. The only reason that any of that was even a problem is because of crime, right? So ideally, I would have went Miscellaneousaurus earlier in the turn, but the problem with that is if I went with it early, he would have chained Sulliek and got my Rexterm anyway, right? So I needed a way to control it in response to Rexterm, and then Misk would have been easy to use, or I just needed him to use Sulliek first, right? So when he activated Sulliek, we were in a position to where we had a couple of options. I went with the Converged option. The fact that Crime is a counter trap prevented us from using Misk in response. So, big L, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? They're going to go for Siren's Fusion effect here. They're going to bring out Lebellion, the Searing Dragon. Lebellion then discarding another copy of Super Poly to Fusion Summon. They're going to go for Telement Scream and Rhinoheart. I guess they're confident enough, now that my Rexterm is negated, that they can go pretty fucking nuts. They're going to grab Meta Noise back to hand. Rhinoheart going to summon itself out to the field, dropping that same Meta Noise. Then they're going to shuffle back to the Fusion Summon into the Telements Rilkalos. Rilkalos is a very powerful monster here. They're going to mill another card. They're going to Fusion Summon yet again, this time into the Telements Kikalos once more. Now, Kikalos is, of course, going to grab then the Telements Kashtira from their deck, and look at that. Suddenly, their board goes from empty to fucking full, and we've had to play through goddamn everything. But it's about time we wrap this one up, I think. We're going to go for the Archosaur, popping the Rexterm. We're going to grab a double evolution pill here, Exceed summoning into Dolka before banishing 2 to summon out the Conductor Tyranno, and just like that, 2,000 over the Rhinoheart, 1,200 over Kit, and another 2,000 over Garura. Just like that, Super Poly, 3 maxis, Sulliek, Crime, Rilkalos, everything he could have thrown at us was thrown at us, and it simply wasn't enough. This was the first game of me playing Dinos, and I was just hooked. Love it. Game 2. Alright, getting into game 2 here, a bit of a different situation. You're seeing Diplos in hand, and I know I said at the beginning of the video we took this guy out, and games like this are the reason as to why we took him out. This card's fucking trash. Don't play it. I'll talk more about that at the end. So we're going to go into the double evolution pill, very similar to last time. You're noticing that these combos are not nearly as strong as the combos we did in our initial Dino video. And that's because I wanted to mix it up. We're going to go for the Lingeribo now. We're going to go Miscellaneousaurus, then discarding itself. We're going to banish it and another card to go into the Petite Pteranodon. Petite Pteranodon pops. It gets popped by the Ovi to bring back the baby Ceratosaurus. Petite then summons Pharesia. Pharesia then setting Frenzy. So again, you saw that our opening hands are not nearly as strong, but our boards are coming out just as powerful, if not more so. Look at this. Sprite Elf brings back the baby Ceratosaurus. Dolka then coming out, protected by the Elf. Double evolution pill, banishing 2, going to summon out an ultimate Conductor Tyranno to the field as well before passing turn. So we've got a Floodgate, we've got Flip Everything Face Down, we've got Pop a Card, we have double Monster Negates, and we have Targeting Protection for our Rexterm and our Dolka. This is pretty fucking strong. And it all came from Archosaur Pop Baby. Like, not a good hand by any stretch of the imagination. Playing against Labyrinth, that was going to change the landscape of the game, perhaps, because Dolka has maybe lost some of its usefulness. It does, however, make sure that our Kentragina and our Frenzy in general can resolve those. So we've got the Labyrinth Servant, of course, being negated and destroyed. Kentragina then going to banish the Frenzy from Grave. They're going to use Call By for some reason, I guess. I don't know. He's gonna banish one of our Dinomorphia fusions, but I don't care. So we are gonna send another one and another Pharesia to the grave. They're gonna go for Rexterm now. Rexterm is, of course, the big bad Floodgate of the deck. They have the Curacara though. Curacara unable though to fully break the board with our Floodgate, our attack mitigation, our pop, our Flip Everything Face Down. It was just too much. Just too much for the Labyrinth player to handle. Just like that, Game 3. All right, getting into our third and final. Again, ignore the Diplos. We took it out exactly for these games. Going for Max C into our Miscellaneousaurus. Very interesting, but luckily for us. Well, actually, sorry, no, in this game, our hand pretty much sucked because of the Diplos. So you know what? That Max C actually came in, yeah, it was kind of clutch. Takes a card out of his hand. We're playing against Branded, though. So Branded is interesting in that they can definitely OTK if they have a good enough hand. But if they don't have a way to play around Ash Blossom, then they can really struggle in the face of Ash Blossom. So they're going to go in for the Grand Guinol. They're going to mill a Saronir then. Saronir is going to mill an additional card, going to mill the Branded Fusion. Then Retribution is going to add the Branded Fusion back to their hand. Pretty solid play to get the Fusion to hand. Now they're going to activate the Fusion, and of course, we're going to hit him with Ash Blossom, right? Fuck that. So we're going to negate the Branded Fusion and hopefully mitigate our opponent's ability to go for lethal here. And as you probably noticed, the first thing you thought whenever you looked at this hand was that this hand would have been pretty fucking solid going second. And now we're basically going second except with an additional card in hand. So we're going to draw into Talent, which is a very cool card depending upon what our opponent decides to do here. We're going to go Pancratops, then Misk, banish itself to go into our Archosaur. Archosaur pops the Conductor in hand so we can grab the double evolution pill then. Our opponent's going to go Droll and Knockbird, which literally doesn't matter. And he actually just gives us lethal damage because we steal the Grand Guinol for 2,500 additional points of damage into the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. That's 26, 25, 35, and lethal. Oh my god, he, like, I was prepared to work hard for that win. Like, I was really, like, setting up. I was gonna try and get that, but then our opponent decided, you know what? You can have it, Chief. You've earned it. What can I say? We just win. You know what? Looking at the time, let's get one live game in. Alrighty, so of course I have no idea how this is going to go. Losing the coin toss, it's kind of annoying. I've been losing a lot of coin tosses today. So, I don't know what I should have expected, but, you know, it is what it is. I guess we're not catching a break for this game either. So, what are we playing against? That's a lot of cards, friend. We have a lot of cards we can top deck to make this hand amazing. There's a lot of cards I can draw into that will just make this hand so good. I just need to hope we get one of them. Mathmech with Droplet. Oh, it's the fucking Ignister version of Mathmech. Really? Well, you know what? Depending upon how hard our opponent goes here, we might actually just solo a Doggeran. But, I will let him cook, and I will come back when his combo is done. Since he's going to be at this for a while, I want you to leave a comment down below. Just tell me about, like, a weird, like, sweet treat from the country you live in, right? This is called a snowball. It's basically like a little bun, iced with coconut flakes over it. It's like sliced in half, like jam in the middle. It's really good, really good. So just leave like a comment describing like a sweet treat from where you're from. Back to the combo. These are really good, by the way. Very, very messy though. That's why I got it back. If you're ever like in Ireland or in the UK, gotta try one. So good. Ah, finally, it's my turn. All right. He's about to be very upset. He's going to be fucking livid. He's going to be upset. Oh no. In my defense. All right, let's try that again, I guess. All right, getting in our second game then. Losing another coin toss, sure. Sure thing, buddy. Yeah, I guess we just can't win coin tosses around here. That's valid. That's sure. Yeah, that's cool. So what do we got? Cool field though. Cool field. Makes a change of pace from all the basic bitch shit. Wait, hang on. What? That's fucking sus, buddy. That's fucking sus. That is sus as hell. I don't like that. Is he playing Makongo? Okay. Let's start with Obi. Let's go for Le Overapter. Alright, perfect. Let's grab ourselves a baby. We will add it to hand. Good stuff. Ooh. We have the call by for a Duel, which is good. Okay, so we dropped the Misk, so now we're unaffected. So now we can go for Misk. Misk will banish just itself to summon out the Archosaur. So now he goes for the Maxi. I'm definitely going to cross this out rather than call by. Just because I would rather have this for like a potential Duel or something like that. Sure thing. I will try once more. Alright, let's see if we can carry all these fucking easy dumps up to Damon for one more. And that should pretty much bring us there. The first two games were something else. That's what I'll say. Let's see if this one can wrap it up for us. Ooh, nice feel from our opponent. Looking awful thematic, brother. I hope to see a Slifer in that deck of yours. Okay, interesting hand here. That's fine. Worst part about not playing Diplos, though, is if you don't see... Sorry, if you see two Frisia. If you see two Frisia, you're in, like, a lot of fucking trouble. You really are. Alright, seems to be a Tillman deck we're up against. Let's have a look here. So, dropping the Havness here... Ooh. Shuffling two back. What are we summoning out? Is that Grappa? Are we going Grappa? Oh, okay, okay, Kit. Fair. Fair. Okay, Kit Kalos, I guess. Right. Kit Kalos can activate and mill the Tillman Cashier. That, what, mills 2, doesn't it? Yeah. Yep, that's fine. Alright, gonna send itself to the grave now. It's gonna mill an additional 5. That's fucking huge, man. It's gonna summon out the Tillman's Cashier from the graveyard. That's gonna mill an extra 3 as well. Damn. Who said they need Merly to mill 8? What the fuck? The mill 8 combo is definitely still alive. What the fuck? In fact, they milled 10. This is even better. Oh my god. Deshrudo, Jet Synchron, Havness, Siren, fucking Scream. Holy shit, man. They even have the Mudora down there just to be safe. Alright. I get it. I get it. You don't want me to play the game. I understand that. I see that now. I understand that. I'm not welcome. I get it. Alright. Let's see if we can actually do anything about this. Gabriel Kalos is gonna be a tough one. They're gonna pay half their life points. Now that's risky. That's risky right there. We might be able to take advantage of that. Depending on how this plays out. He doesn't know we're playing Dinos, I suppose. Okay, so they're gonna go Baron. Yep, okay, that is Baron. That is Baron. All right. Rilkalos and Baron are both negates for this. That's a problem. That is a problem. All right, I'm going to activate Lost World. Okay. Nothing. Good. Now we're gonna go for Dinomorphia Pharesia. Do you destroy? No. I can eat Baron's Omni here, and I think that would probably be best. So I'm gonna go for Lost World Chainlink 1 and Dinomorphia Pharesia Chainlink 2. So that means that Pharesia is the only thing open to negation here. Oh, Celiac. I forgot about Celiac. Shit. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Celiac does actually mess up my plans quite significantly. Okay, so we summon a Jurag token. Yep, Siren will in fact fusion summon. Shuffling itself and an additional card back. What are you going to summon out here? Kit, fair enough. Kikalos is as good a summon as any. Going to activate its effect. Sending a Tillman card from deck to graveyard, or adding it to hand, of course. Going to add Rhino Heart to hand. Good add. Rhino Heart's pretty fucking solid. We are going to go battle phase here. We're going to go battle phase, taking out the Jurag token. Yep. Gonna use Lost World's effect. Gonna defend the token by popping a Baby in deck. Baby in deck activates. Eating a negate. Potentially Baron, maybe? No, not eating the Baron negate. Interesting, okay. Alright, okay, alright. Going to go for the Oviraptor then. Okay. Ovi then gonna activate its effect. Still in D4 here, by the way. So he could go Baron to negate this. He does go Baron to negate it. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Okay. We might actually still be in this. Hang on. We might legitimately still be in this. Alright, we're gonna set 3. Hang on. What is this? While your opponent controls a token, they cannot target monsters on the field with card effects. Okay, so that includes Sullier, because you target, right? Target one effect monster. Okay. Right. Okay. I still should have placed the Imperm column correctly, but you know what? I think we're going to be fine. I do. I think we're going to be okay. So I dare say they're going to go Baron effect to bring back a... No, they're not. No Baron effect. Okay. Alright. Okay, now they're going to go Tillman's Heartbreak. They're going to... Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, they're smart. They have brains. Shit. Alright, Rolkalos going to use its effect. We're going to meet that Rolkalos with an Infinite Impermanence. Okay. We might have a little something here. Depends. We don't know yet. Losing the Lost World is big, though. That removes a lot of the protection that I thought we were going to have. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. It's rough. That fucking hurts, man. Alright, we're going to summon the Kentragina here. Definitely should have placed the Imperm column correctly, man. I just didn't think it would be a problem with the fact that we had the fucking Jurag token, man. I just assumed that life would work out okay. Alright, we're gonna go Kentragina now. Kentragina gonna banish the Frenzy, gonna get Summoning. What have we got? Sulliek, yeah. Fuck. Ah! Shit, man. That's a huge misplay on my part. Huge misplay on my part. Can't believe I did that. Such a fucking amateurish move, man. Moving like a damn fucking amateur. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna call that one an L. You got it, bud. You got it, bud. I'm not sitting here for 7 years while you combo. All I needed to do was put Imperm in the Sullier column, and we would have been fine. Then again, Heartbeat was rough. Heartbeat really fucked us over there, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, rough game. Rough game. Finally, someone puts the boot to Dinos, though. You know what? I was starting to think that our deck was simply too good, so I'm glad to see that there's something out there that can match us, at least. Let's look at the little deck list here. And here it is. Not much has changed since our last list. Primarily, the only thing really that changed is the fact that we took out Domain and Diplos. Domain is a good card, but Diplos is just not. And I was opening it so often. Maybe it was an impulse decision. Maybe it's a bad decision. But honestly, I haven't really missed him since. The only problem is that if you open 2 Theresia, you have to go from Frenzy straight in the Rex turn, which means your life points aren't quite as low as you would like them. Which is annoying. It means you sort of have to preemptively use your attack reduction effect, which you really don't want to do. So opening 2 Theresia is really rough, but as long as you don't either open 0 and go into for your combo or open 1, you're fine. You're fine. But yes, that's the video. If you got this far into the video and you enjoyed, of course, make sure you like and subscribe. Every little bit definitely helps out. And let me know down below whether or not you want to play Diplos and Domain. I think it's still probably better to play them. I think there's a lot of situations that having them in the deck fixes. However, it's just painful, man. Drawing that Diplos, it's so bad. But anyways, I'm going to leave you to it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.